for some reason it was not working, but it should be working back now. Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Yannick, I'm the French guy from Switzerland, and this is part 7 of the Ubuntu MATE Software Boutique 2.0 series. Good evening, Big Pod in the chat. How are you? Can you hear me now? Because I had a little problem with my configuration, as you have seen. I think it's okay now, though. So while I wait for Big Pod to tell me if everything's okay. Yes, everything's okay. Thank you. So what we're going to do tonight, I'm going to set aside the development of the app because I've done some development off stream. I'm going, yeah, it's going fairly good. But I mean, in the middle of something, so there are stuff that are actually not working. I broke a thing or two to be able to move along with other parts of the app. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have a look at migrating the index. So to put things in context, we are using one app right now that has an up-to-date index of app that we want to show in the Software Boutique and Welcome app. And this index is a JSON file or multiple JSON file. I don't remember exactly what it is, but we're going to see that in a moment. And the new app is using another format that is more detailed, that has more things in it. So we need to convert that. So the conversion has been made like 3 years ago. And so the index I'm using for development is a bit out of date. And to help me compare the new Software Boutique with the current one, I need an index that is up to date. So I'm going to have a look at that tonight. I don't really know how the old index is made. I just had a look at Luke script that he wrote and used about 3 years ago to generate the first index. But other than that, that's pretty much all the prep I did for tonight. So we're going to discover that together. And yeah, good for you, Big Pod, if you're working on your CV. I hope I'm not going to distract you too much, but it's great to have you in the chat. Let's move to the Encode view. And here we have our beloved VM running Ubuntu MATE, of course. What else? And VS Code, and I have pasted. I've recovered that script. Luke updated an issue on GitHub and pointed us to a commit where we could find his script. So I resurrected the script, and we're gonna have a look at that. Try to run it, see how it goes. It's probably gonna break something or maybe not work. But let's have a look. So for testing and migrating apps to the new Software Boutique from Welcome. So that's exactly what we want to do. What does that do? It looks for a, what's that? The root of the repository. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in there. Okay. So we're getting the, so that's the file name of the current script, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we take the absolute path of our current script. We get the directory name, so that will be script. We go one level up, so that's gonna be the root of that project. Okay. Yes, so repo root is the root of that project. Right, let's Control Z everything. Right. Welcome path, os.path, apps path, join, root, and one level up, and Ubuntu MATE welcome. Well, That's our first problem, because as you can see here, it is now called Ubuntu MATE Welcome Legacy. So we shall change that. So that's legacy here. Old index path is welcome path. So that's what we've built just above that. And data.js application.json. Let's see if we have that. Data.js and application.json. It's there. And we have a lot of stuff in there, right? Hello, Eric. How's the foot? Still broken? So Eric broke his foot. I'm really sorry about that, Eric. I know it hurts, and it's not really how do you say that? It's not a good thing to have that plaster is around your foot. Okay, so we do have the index. That's where it's supposed to be, or at least I think it does. Not one of the better. Yeah, tired of the boot, I guess. You'll be happy when you take it off. But then you're gonna have a strong leg, you know. So that's good. Do you practice with the other leg to have so that both of them are equally strong? Okay, so we print software boutique path and welcome path, and then we load the index. Okay, that should work. That should work. Then there are two functions for saving that write metadata. It will open a file, write JSON, and then close and write file. What does that do? Oh, so one writes a JSON representation of the data and the other one writes data. Okay, maybe we don't. I don't know if those are used or not. Wipe folders and create new ones. We have a bunch of categories. Okay. Old to new bindings. Seems to me that... Oh, so development is now programming. Or is it that it was programming and it's now development? Let's have a look at our... Okay, so yes. So programming, which is a key. It's a category, it's a key. So now it's gonna be, that's not what I want, that's what I want. It's gonna be development, okay? So we map the old categories to the new ones, all right. And we're going to put the new apps folder in repo root source apps. So repo root, as we've seen already, is the Ubuntu MATE Welcome Legacy. No. Where am I? Where am I here? In Software Boutique Curated Apps. Okay. And so we're going to go in Apps. And... No, Source Apps. Source? There's no source. Okay. And then old icon folder of welcome path data emj application. Okay. Ubuntu MATE legacy. Data emg. Yeah, right. img even. Applications. Yes. So we have the screenshots here. Ooh, lots of stuff in the chat. Let's go and have a look at that. It's one of those removable one. Okay, so that's fine. So you can take it off for the night. That's great. That's great. Problem is that once you have the boot, you get used to it. By the time it's time to take it off. Yes, but still, I'm pretty sure, you know, Eric will be happy to get the boot off, even if he's used to. I couldn't walk right when they took mine off. Yeah, you gotta you know, get used to walking normally again. Really feels yeah. It's like kind of become a part of your leg, that boot or cast or however you want to call it. Okay, all screenshots. Yes, we have the screenshots. I think we go to screenshots. Okay, so we have that. That's okay. And so yeah, we should have a source apps folder, or maybe it's gonna create it. Maybe it's going to create it's going to create that software boutique curated apps. Yeah, probably it's gonna do that. If OFPass exists new apps folder, then okay, so it removes it and makes the new folder. New structure. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna have to compare to what we have now. For category and categories, processing category. All right, I think what we're gonna do, we're going to run that and see what it breaks. Now I am confident it's gonna work. So Python 3./migrate apps from welcome. Let's see. Bam. It didn't work. Why? Expecting comma delimiter line 22 column 1. Okay. Okay. Line 111 of our script. It didn't like something. Script line 1111, that's here. JSON's loads new structure. Okay. Okay. Print new structure. Print F double quote new structure is new structure. Oh, what happened? Sorry. So that's our structure, and it says listed true, name, summary. It says what? Line 22 column 1. Line 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and there is no line 22, which is probably the problem. It's missing a curly bracket. Okay, let's see how a new structure is built. How is it built? It's this thing, and it's missing a backslash here to complete the line. Wow, I'm going to submit a pull request for this 3-year-old bug. All right. What? File line 165 and string index out of range. Okay, we can probably fix that too. It's getting description old app data description 0. New each apps need to write this. Okay, so probably we don't have any description at this point. So let's remove our previous print that is no longer needed. This one, and let's write. Let's do the good old debug way. Print stuff. Old app data is old app data. Old app data. There we go. And see what is wrong with that. So that's our JSON file. And it says description string index out of range. So probably we don't have any description. We have a name, an image, a main package, a launch command, an installed packages. Well, the packages is install, remove packages, description. Oh, we do have a description then. Old app data description 0. Huh, that's weird. That is weird. Because now it's online. Yeah. I don't see what could cause that problem. Okay, so let's see description. Okay. The double quotes are going to be a problem. So we're going to single quote that. Can we do that? Yes. Apparently we can. Old up the oh. Why is old up that what is description? Why is it empty? When I thought just above that, when we did that previously, that it was not empty. So there's no description here, but I can clearly see that's a name, image, main package, launch command, install packages, remove packages, description. So I can see a description here. Alternate to subcategory, open source, URL info, URL Android, URL iOS, Arch, release, pre-install. Oh, that's the one. I was one block too high, and indeed, we don't have a description. Okay. Well, we now know that we need to test this. So we probably can do something like hold up. No, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to go the old way. If that, then that. Else, something else. And since we don't have any a description, we can probably do that like that. Ooh, it did stuff. Invalid key for Ubuntu MATE. Welcome in unlisted remove packages. I don't know what that means, but let's see. We probably I have a Visual Studio Code here, so I don't need to use VI. So we have a source apps folder that has been created, and we have our we have our apps. So Evia Command Workrave. Let's have a look at the Software Boutique. See if this is current. And if we go to the accessories, oh, accessibility first. Okay, so accessibility. We only have Workrave. Why don't we have EviaCam? Why don't we have EviaCam in the current library? I don't know. Method dummy. Maybe it's not a real package. No, installation method dummy too. That's probably because that's something we need to we need to complete. Okay, so that's that, and then there's a script that is called build. What build does is it's going to run, well, it does some checking and then it runs build index. And what build index does is that it's going to take everything in source app, I think. Yes, so apps. No, it's going to take apps, source folder, return repo root apps, meta folder, compile media folder, localized folder, local dir, locals, compiling applications, category OS, this is source folder. Yes, so it's probably not using the correct one. I might have to copy and paste. Yes, that's what I have to do. Or I can just change here and say you're going to get your source, your apps from source. Okay. And so now if I do, I can close the boutique, and if I go to this project and run script build.sh, that was fast. Oh, mark as unlisted, Eviacam. So that's why we don't have Eviacam in the current boutique. That was fast, maybe a little bit too fast to my taste. So let's remove this and run that again. Oh, no, it's actually working. All right, so that's the first step. We now have our index in the new format. But, and that's where it gets interesting, that's the new format, but not with it doesn't have everything the current, well, the current new index, which is 3 years old, has been completed already with a lot of data. So how are we going to do that? That's Software Boutique curated apps, dist, and what I am using now is in Boutique and is in Software Boutique submodule dist, and that's this application JSON. So I what I would like to do is load that index, this one, applications-en.json. So that's the English version. I would like to load that and maybe copy everything that is different from there to the other one for the listed applications. Yes, I think that's what I want to do. So how am I going to do that? I need to go to the Software Boutique curated apps project, which is the one I have here in VS Code, and I need to create a new script. And that's going to be copy existing data.py. Yes. I'm going to go straight to the point, so I'm not going to do any relative path and stuff like that. I'm going to use hard-coded path just for the sake of speed for this stream. So what do we want? We want to load the I'm gonna call it current, even though it's 3 years old, but that's going to be the current index. It's going to be something like where's the load? There, with open that okay. So that's the current and index, and it's going to be json.load. Sorry. All right. Okay. And that's not old index path. That's going to be current index path, and then current index path is going to be boutique software and dist, and that's it. So pwd, copy that, add that here. Oops, oopsie. And we need to append the name of the file, which is this one. Okay. And now I need to import JSON. So hopefully control dot. Yes, that works. Control Shift I to reformat the file. Okay, we have opened our current index. We need to open the new index. So the new index is located here. So that's the one that may miss some informations. May, because I don't know. I'm pretty sure some of the apps have been updated in the new index, but who knows? Maybe not. I just can't be bothered checking that by hand. So I'm gonna spend a little time writing this program. Now we need to load this with that as f new index equals json.load. Okay. Okay. Good. This should work and not generate any error. So Python 3 dot slash script Python 3 dot slash scripts, and I call this one copy existing data. Right, it doesn't produce any error, so it's a good start. Next, we need to iterate over all the current applications and see if we have a matching application in the new index path. How do I do that? I have no idea. What's the... Well, I do actually have an idea, but JQ... Oh, I didn't install JQ on this machine. Sudo apt install JQ. Yes. Okay, so for those who don't know, JQ is a utility to manipulate JSON files from the command line. Because why use a fancy editor when you can do stuff from the command line, right? And that's applications and the JSON. So that only shows me that doesn't do anything to the file. That the dot command. Dot is actually a command for JQ, and it only it just prints the JSON file, but it formats it properly. So let's see. So that's category and then application. Okay. So we need to iterate over the category and then over the application. So we would do something like for each, for category in current index dot values, I think. Oh, current index. That should be a dict. Why is that not a dictionary? It is a dictionary. I think it is. Anyway. And now we can do values. Okay. Let's just, for the sake of that, print the category and debug that, because I'm not sure this is right, but let's do that. Yes, so it prints the categories. And then for app in category dot values, it just doesn't know what that category is a dictionary. No, it doesn't. So can I do that? Is that legal in Python? No, it's not. Well, we're just gonna have to convince Python that it is actually a dictionary. Print app, and let's see. Yes, so that works. That works, and that's the last one. It should have a name somewhere. Developer name, Oracle Corporation. It should have a name. This is VirtualBox. Oops, I almost put my coffee on the table, so I'm going to drink it. No, we wouldn't want to waste a good coffee. Name, I don't see the name, but it must be somewhere. Main package VirtualBox 5.1. Okay, Arch. Okay, so that's VirtualBox. Okay, great, it works. Now, this can be written like so, I believe. Apps equals app for app in category dot values for category in current index dot values. Control K, Control C to comment this block. And no, it doesn't work. Category is not defined. I did that a few days ago, maybe last week on the stream, and I don't remember how I did that. App for app in category dot values for category in current index values. Okay, let's not spend too much time on that. Control K, Control U to uncomment that. No, that bothers me. But yeah, well, we'll do this like this. So that's what we're gonna call that current app. So I'm gonna press F2 and rename that current app. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. I think I want the key here. I think I want the key. Because with this key... Oh. I want the key here too, I think. So I can access the... Yeah. I want the keys. And that's the key. And now I want the current app for current app in current index of category dot keys, and then I can print it. Okay, and now if I do this, current category, no, category category space current app. Okay. Double quote. That's misleading. That's not current app, that's current index app, and that's current index category. Current index category, which is the kit. Yes. So now I can go and have a look and see if we have that same app in the new index. Okay, new index, that current index category, current index app. And that would be new index app equals that. Alexa, stop. I don't know why she woke up. I didn't say anything close to Alexa. Key error. Okay, key error. That's good because Eviacam is no longer in the index. So we need to take care of that. New index category equals new index, the current index category. That should always been there. Unless maybe there's no more apps in one category. But let's say it's there. Now we need to check if current index app in new index category. Then we can go and get the new app. Yes, so that's working. I don't think we need this anymore. Okay, so now we have the new index, the one that has been generated via the previous script and then built via the script, the Python script that generates the index from the apps. Okay. And what we want to do is copy data. The thing is, I don't know exactly what. Maybe I can just use the new one because it's the app, so I can overwrite everything that is in the new index with what is in the current index. Yes, that's probably gonna work. So what I actually want to do is new index, current index category, current index app equals current index category, current index app. And so doing that, I copy over everything that is in the current one to the new one, which has been previously generated. And that makes me think that I should probably go to this here and make a backup copy of application.json, applications en.json. So let's call that. Because once we will be done, I will do that and see if there are any differences. Okay. So there we go. We can copy everything to the new index. And once we have done that, we are going to write that JSON file. So we're going to use this bit of code here. That has been written for us by a previous developer. Thank you, Luc. So we need to open the new index path for writing. We're going to write JSON dumps new index in there, indent 4, why not, and then close the file. and see what that does. That is not doing anything. Why? It's looking for... Oh, yes, because I'm not in the correct folder. Okay, it did something. And it did something because now applications-en.json is way bigger than it was before. Do I dare? Oh, but I might have forgotten something. Maybe application and JSON back is not. It is not formatted. It is not a problem because JQ dot that should give us a well formatted JSON file. We're going to redirect that to some random file and then move that file to that. And we can probably do the same. JQ.application.json en. Yes, and we do the same thing and then move that to application and JSON. Right, and now our files are not exactly the same size, so hopefully there are new data in the new file. Okay, I'm back. I think OBS says reconnection successful.